So it annoys me when people try to say all lives matter. Duh, like we know all lives matters. We know that. But we're saying Black Lives Matter. That's what we're saying right now. So, listen. All right, hi everybody, my name is Stacey Adana. Welcome to the Stacey Adana show. If you are new, welcome. Make sure that you are subscribed and then you tap that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. So I'm really excited to be talking about this on my YouTube page. I've been talking about this and I'm sure you guys know what it's going to be about because you guys read it before clicking on the video. Like I said, I've talked about this in person, talked about this on my, Instagram, all that. I've never been the type of person to kind of just like be quiet, especially if it's something I strongly believe in. So I'm gonna just start this off like this. Black Lives Matter. There shouldn't be any type of explanation after anyone says that. And I feel like people are so confused. When I say Black Lives Matter, I'm not saying that white lives don't matter. I'm not saying blue lives don't matter. I'm not saying any of that doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that my life matters, my brother's lives matters, my father's life matters. Anyone who looks like me, brown people to black people, our life matters. And I feel like the reason why we have to be repetitive saying this is because, I don't know, it seems like the system really doesn't get it. Obviously the world went crazy when they found out, about George Floyd's passing because he was lynched during broad daylight. And that's gonna tick anybody off. So, oh, I forgot to say in the beginning of my video, if you are not for Black Lives Matter, please exit off my video because there's no point in you watching me. Anyways, like I was saying, no one is saying that anybody else's life doesn't matter. We're just saying that black people matter. That's it. That's it. And there shouldn't be any kind of explanation. You're not going to tell somebody, and I'm sorry, but I have to kind of use this as an example. You're not going to tell somebody who, if someone has cancer, you're not going to, if another person has the disease, you're not going to be like, oh, but what about this person who has cancer? If somebody else's house is burning down, you're not going to be like, oh, well, what about this house? It's the same thing. Just Black Lives Matter. No one is saying that white lives doesn't matter. No one is saying that blue lives doesn't matter. But that's just what we clearly have to keep saying. The friends that I associate with, and I've been one to say this, I personally won't, be friends with somebody who isn't woke because everything that I'm gonna say is gonna be uncomfortable for you. I had a homegirl, or I have her actually still friends. She is Asian and white, and I remember she and I were having a conversation and she was saying something about, how she just wants to speak out but doesn't know how. And I kind of feel like, I told her, I was like, well, what makes you not want to speak out? She said because, where she lives and her father, was a cop and stuff, but she feels like she's, in a tough situation because she has black friends and this and that. And for me, we had that conversation and, she thanks me to this day because she felt like I kind of helped her found her voice or whatever. But I like to say that when people say stuff like I don't know, when people say stuff like how do I do this, or how do I speak up, my thing is we are in 2020. Pick up a book, go to Google, go to sign petitions. I feel like everyone thinks it's all about, and I'm gonna touch up on this in a second, but if you are not bold enough to do protesting or speaking up or something, sign petitions. There are tons of petitions out there. I kid you not, there are so many petitions out there that you could sign. Obviously protesting and speaking up about stuff, silence to me is just, there's no excuse. Silence to me is so offensive. Like, I don't even know how else to like explain it, because for me it's like, if you can go on Instagram and post like TikTok videos and repost stuff, I'm pretty sure you can post a man, you know, something related to Black Lives Matter movement. It doesn't even have to be your words. You can at least repost it, because to me that's an excuse. You go on Instagram, you post selfies, you do all that, so you can post about Black Lives Matter. That's my take on it. And I feel like a lot of people are so worried and focused about like the wrong things. For example, like, people talk so much about like looting and riots and stuff. Listen, when you've done stuff for years, when you've protested for years and years and years, sometimes you're just gonna explode. I seriously want to ask people, like, what did you expect? People are angry. Justice isn't being served. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not sitting here saying that I'd be out there looting and rioting and like breaking cars, but I understand the frustration. Don't get me wrong. There's people doing it for clout, and there's people actually doing it for the cause. That's just what it is. And bringing up clout, I'm gonna say this right now, and I swear I don't hold back, but to be honest with you, during this whole little protest and this whole little, you know, George Floyd, I feel like a lot of people are doing this shit for clout. I'm gonna be honest. You posting that black box or that black photo and not speaking up about shit the next day or the day before or the day after, you're doing it for clout, and you just did it to either protect your brand or either protect your following or whatever. But this is not a joke. Black people dying isn't a joke. Being discriminated isn't a joke. It's not. So, you know, I'm sorry. It's just like, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm always speaking out about these things because I care. I'm obviously black. You know what I mean? Nigerian American. So of course I'm going to speak out about these things. It's important. Like I said, even with opportunities, you know, but that's going to be on another video. But like I said, that's kind of what I wanted to preach about today. Like, Black Lives Matters. Please, when somebody says that, you don't need to be so quick to try to figure out what you want to say after. Just, if you sincerely care about black people, then you know what the cause is. You know what it is when we say Black Lives Matter. We're not sitting up here saying nobody else's lives doesn't matter. So it annoys me when people try to say all lives matter. Duh, like, we know all lives matters. We know that. But we're saying Black Lives Matter. That's what we're saying right now. So, listen. It's Black Lives Matters regardless. If you don't agree with it, like I said, unsubscribe from my channel right now. Like I said, I love everybody. But at the same time, you know, we have to call out what's wrong and call out what's right. So, anyways, guys, whew. Feel like I let off some steam there. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You know, share your thoughts and let me know what you want to see on my next video. Thank you guys so much, and have a great rest of your day.